Okay, on this lesson we are pretty much going to go over some of the notes within the grand staff that we have up here. Okay, we have a quarter note, which basically, but first let's go to the time signature. We have a 4x4 time signature. The top 4 means that 4 beats to each measure. Okay, what is a measure? A measure is what's separated, let me give you the definition. A measure is a section of the staff that comes between 2 bar lines. 1 bar line, 2 bar lines. This is the measure. 1 bar line, 2 bar lines. This is the measure. 1 bar line, 2 bar lines. This is the measure. 1 bar line, 2 bar lines. That's the measure. And a bar line divides the music into measures of equal duration. So you notice here you have these are quarter notes. So within the 4x4, the quarter notes get pretty much 1 count. So it'll pretty much go like 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 1's count. On the half a note, it would get 2 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the whole note, it would get 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as it mentioned, the bar line divides music into measures of equal durations. Okay, and so what is this little rectangular thing hanging off of one of the lines here? That is what you would call a whole rest. And what that means is that for this measure, nothing would be played. As you play with your left hand, your right hand would be silent. On this, as you play with your right hand, your left hand would be silent. Nothing would take place. As you play with your right hand, left hand would be silent. As you play with your left hand, right hand would be silent. So as we go over this, the quarter note equals 1 count. The half a note equals 2 counts. The whole note equals 4 counts. The time signature equals 4 beats to each measure, and that's the top one, the top 4, and the bottom 4 equals the quarter notes get 1 beat. Okay, and again, the measure is a section of the staff that comes between 2 bar lines. 1 bar line, 2 bar lines. And a bar line divides music into measures of equal duration. We have that. And now we have the whole rest. Basically means for that measure, nothing happens with that hand. With the right hand, nothing happens when you're playing something with the left hand. And on this, with the left hand, nothing happens when you're playing something with the right hand. And so what I did here is I also constructed like an imaginary line here. That's why it's broken up, an imaginary ledger line, because what this is the middle C. And as you can see, the middle C is off of your tip. It's not part of the 5 lines that you have to build up this G clef to build up this treble clef. So what happens is this is C. The empty space in there, vacant space there would be D, and the line would be E. So being as though we're limited to 5 lines, you have to have an imaginary ledger line to actually create or give you the line ready in between there to annotate that this is the middle C. So this is middle C. In here, vacant space is D. The next line is E. And if you want more information on that, you can go back to lesson number 2, and I talk in more detail about the notes and what notes are what on the within the grand staff itself. Okay, so in order to play this, let's just first of all, let's just start out with a clap, as we're going to go through the first measure, the second measure, the fourth measure, the third measure, and the fourth measure. It'd be nice if I could count, right? So again, first measure, second measure, third measure, fourth measure. So what I'm going to do is going to just clap it out so you have an idea of how you would play this on the piano just by looking at the quarter notes, quarter note, half note, whole note. And in between here, we'll talk about the rest later, but let's clap it out with the quarter note. So it'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's on the first one. Move to the second measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move to the third measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move to the fourth measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to clap it all the way through without stopping. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you clap it out. Now, how do you play it? We're going to go to, again, this is middle C, so we're going to go to middle C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I was sitting down at this keyboard, as I play the first measure, my left hand wouldn't be doing anything because I have a whole rest there. As I play the second measure, my right hand wouldn't do anything because I have a whole measure there. Play the third measure, my left hand wouldn't be doing anything because I have a whole rest there. When I play the fourth measure, my right hand would not be doing anything because I have a whole rest there also. So that's just a kind of a basic introduction. We talked a little bit about the quarter notes, and we talked about the time signature, whole rest, okay, the whole note, the bar lines and the measures. If you have any questions about this, just leave me a comment or send me an email, and I will definitely get back with you. So until the next lesson, have a blessed life.